Hello and welcome to episode 18 of We Ain't Got a Barrel of Money here on YouTube. Crystal Palace today. We've been exceptionally good. We currently find ourselves in second place in the league. And since that last boring draw that you've seen, we've only conceded one goal in the month. So it's all looking good going into this one. Let's see how we get on. So, since you were last with us, you saw the Tranmere game, which was a 0-0 defeat. We then went to Wolves, 1-1-0. That were a good performance. Michael Tong scoring in the 87th minute. 3-0 at home to Walsall, the team we were expected to beat, well, we certainly did so. Danny Murphy, Michael Tong and Peter Crouch on the score sheet. A 1-0 win, should have been more against Fulham. Joby McAnuff, they had a late sort of 30-yard drive that whistled past the post. But apart from that, never really threatened us. And then Bolton, we changed it. They totally dominated the first 45 minutes, you'd have to say. It was then a long throw that got headed out, and Michael Rose smashed it in from the edge of the box, keeper out of position. We changed to a 5-2-1-2, you could call it. Tiki-taka style at half-time, sort of matched their back five up. Paid dividends second half, looked in total control. So Joby McAnuff and Ben Thornley has got some flair. Did really well, and as you can see, we won 3-1. All that means that we are second in the table, 5 points off top, but we're mainly looking below us, it must be said. West Brom have sort of caught us up now, looking back to the best. But we look a really good side, and especially as midfield, I feel as midfield this season is certainly better, but defensively we look much better. Obviously, I'm waxing lyrical about how good we are now, so it's probable that we're going to go to Crystal Palace away and we're going to get beat, but you never know, we live in hope, don't we? So the team for today is going to be Ian Bennett in goal, a back four of Robbie Stockdale, 6 Phil Jagielka, Ledley King and Wayne Quinn, a midfield 3 of Sean Derry, Michael Tong and Danny Murphy, with Ben Thornley on the left, Joby McAnuff on the right and Peter Crouch spearheading the attack. It's all been good. Dalglish has fell off a cliff a bit after his initial good start, but fortunately, that's coincided with Peter Crouch coming back into a bit of form. So there we go. They're playing a 4-2-4, really. Nobody who I particularly recognise there to cause any threat. Who's that? Warren Feeney. Fair enough. No, nothing to write home about, but always a tough place to go, Crystal Palace. We've been on a good run lately. I definitely said that. One thing I do want to do, I just want us to switch us to cautious just to start off. And then we'll have a look and see how we get on from there, because see how we get on for the first 15 minutes and then we'll have a look. So Thornley now down the left hand side tries to get the cross in. It's an early corner to Blade, so positive start. Let's have a look at what we can do here. We are a threat from set pieces. We ought to be with Peter Crouch and Ledley King. It's whipped in. King and Crouch both go for it. Can't quite get there. It's back out to Michael Tong and then all the way back to Wayne Quinn. Right, what can we do here? Back into Ledley King and the highlight fizzles out. And now it's Crystal Palace's turn. They have got play. They're going to get players in box. Obviously, you'd suggest with the amount of players they've got forward, playing this 4-2-4. So it's our job really to nullify that, and hopefully we can break on them. But I feel we're good. Nearly won that one. Wayne Quinn loses his header. It's into Lille. But Ledley King does the defending really well, as he has done all season. He's been a superb signing, old Ledley King, or young Ledley King as I should say. He's been superb so far, as has Craig Short, and Ledley King deals with that as well. Right, Crystal Palace are causing us early problems here, and it's a low cross into the box, but fortunately Michael Tong gets it away, and now we've got a chance to break. Danny Murphy driving into the Crystal Palace half. Right, can he get a crossing? Can he pick a pass? He goes back to Stockdale. Sean Derry takes a touch, edge of the box and loses out poorly, to be fair. And now we've got a problem. Jags is across to try and cover. Doesn't manage to win it. Hunt, but Bennett will collect comfortably. But you'd have to say, Crystal Palace are causing problems. But here we go again. Danny Murphy knocks it over the top for Peter Crouch to chase. Back into Wayne Quinn. Edge of the box, Sean Derry. This time it's to Michael Tong. It's struck, it's deflected. Robbie Stockdale. He strikes when it's the post. And Peter Crouch, back stick, fires home to make it Crystal Palace 0, Sheffield United 1. And that, good work, Derry this time. Tong, all right, we get a bit of fortune. We get a bit of fortune there with the deflection, but Robbie Stockdale, what a strike that is. Keeper can't get back up quick enough, and Peter Crouch, as he did last season, there at the back stick to fire home. And now we've got a long throw. Robbie Stockdale tosses it in. It's headed away by Boardman, but Tong will recover it. It's back to Stockdale, into Michael Tong, Sean Derry, Tong, Derry again into McAnuff. Playing some lovely stuff. Stockdale down this right-hand side now. Crosses in. It's Danny Murphy. Tongo and Crystal Palace having to do some defending. But now, breaking away down the other way, down the other side. But Sean Derry tackles well. Very well. I've got to say, I've just enjoyed watching us. I've enjoyed watching us so far this season. We're in the game here, McAnuff. Crouch. Tapping number 2, he's giving it that one. He's giving it that one. But oh my word, Peter Crouch he'll never score 2 easier goals. Never score 2 easier goals than that. Simple knock over the top. McAnuff did well. Keeper didn't really cover himself in glory, but there is Peter Crouch celebrating in front of the Crystal Palace fans, who look a little bit shell-shocked at what they've seen here so far today. But 7 shots, 8 shots, 4 on target. All looking so promising. Defensively this season as well, we've been much better. Michael Tong now. Corner. Whipped in. Crouch. Oh, he's on an hat-trick and he's got 60, 70 minutes to do it. You won't put it past him. And like I said, he had a bit of a run of form where weren't doing it for us. And it led us to think that maybe we needed a different type of striker up there, which Dalglish came in and did well, and he certainly is that different type of striker. But he's come back in, showing a bit of something different. Quinn down the left, Crouch is there again. Peter Crouch has got a 27-minute hat-trick. And I kind of want to say perfect. Yep, perfect hat-trick. Right foot, left foot, header. Absolutely brilliant, and we've done so well to get him back on loan this season. He was going to be an important player for us, but he nods in there near post. Their keeper ain't got a prayer. 3-0, and should be game over. But you never know, dear. Right, Kendall whips it down the middle of the pitch. It's into Frampton. Crystal Palace have got to show something at some point. To be fair, early doors. Oh, and it's this time, then heading at the near post. Bennett couldn't quite deal with it. He's come off the inside of the post, squirmed across the line. But fortunately, we've got it away and Palace come again. And this time it's headed over. To be fair, we've gone cautious and we're 3-0 up. I mean, makes you wonder, doesn't it, if we switched it to positive. But then that's getting cocky, innit? We're not getting cocky. We're not getting complacent. We don't think we're the best team in league. But we're certainly getting towards that stage. But it's just a joy to watch us at the moment. We've got some defending to do here, and Hunt heads it over. That should be half time. And to be fair, I mean, that is a fantastic half. There is a bit of complacency. I'm going to say I'm very happy with the way things are going. I've got to have a word with Croucher. I'm delighted, mate. I mean, I'm sat here. It's just, do you know what I mean? I can possibly sit back the second half. I can sit back and just watch it happen, I hope. And just enjoy watching it. And there's been games this season. There has been games this season where I've just sat and thought, it's a pleasure to watch this. An absolute pleasure to watch. Especially after last season where everything was a struggle. We were changing tactics. We're having to smash it long. We're doing bits and bobs like that. This season's been very different. And I really can't complain. But you'd expect that they've had a bit of a rocket at half time. But Ledley King deals with that well, and Sean Derry heads down the middle of the pitch. Tong knocks it off to Tong. Crouch knocks it off to Tong. Put my teeth back in as Michael Tong sprays it towards the right, and Joby McAnuff into Danny Murphy. Look at Stockdale over on the right, and here he is. It's Robbie Stockdale. Can he get a ball? And it's back to Tong. Oh, and Kendall, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, hasn't made many saves so far today. but certainly made one there. Right, Wayne Quinn to whip in. Crouch can't quite get there. McAnuff, and I think McAnuff probably. I think we're going to change both as wingers early now in this second half. We're going to bring on Jermaine Pennant, and I think we are going to bring on Michael Twist. Oh, are we? Yes, we are. We're going to bring Michael Twist on for Benford only. It will probably be Tong. I'll probably bring Tongy off as me third substitution. That'll probably be me change. Just to rest him. I'm trying to sort of nurse Tongy through. Because he's my key player. He's my key player in midfield. He pulls all the strings. And I know Monty started the season well as the first choice in that central midfield three with him. But Danny Murphy's got it, Anna. We know Danny Murphy. He's got some defending to do here, and Ian Bennett makes a cracking save. Leon McKenzie's coming on now for Crystal Palace. I mean, they can't go any more attacking, surely, can they? As we tick over 70 minutes, Stockdale tries to win that but can't. Pennant tries to win that but can't. And Crystal Palace, but we're making them work hard. That looks offside, but I don't think it is. It was. But Ian Bennett makes another cracking save. And to be fair, the pre-match press conference was that Crystal Palace have been thumped 4-0 and we're looking for a reaction. They haven't given one here. But a couple of other things to notice. Peter Crouch gets his 4th goal. He's been superb today. We've had the Peter Crouch podcast, but this is the Peter Crouch show, and he's definitely back stronger for this one. Great header again. Wonderful stuff. Since you were last with us, we've had a contract extension. They've offered us a new 3-year deal, which we've delightedly accepted. So we'll be here for another few years yet to come. What else is this to mention too? Yeah, let's have a little thing while we're here. We've got Manager of the Month, of course we have. And I think that's about it. But the new contract was massive. Ledley King's got a chase on here. He's not going to get there, Feeney. But Ian Bennett, when having to make a save or when having to do what he's had to do, has done it very well. And I were a bit unsure of him late last season. But certainly this season, I feel he's been a little bit better for us. And on a 7.1, doing his bit in keeping with the rest of the side. Last 5 minutes, now will be the time to bring Michael Tong off. I've probably been yapping that much that I forgot to take him off. But Nick Montgomery will come on for him, as we've got a free kick deep in our half. But could this be the season? You never know. But we've seemed to have adapted a style that suits us, and we're playing best football I've seen since a couple of saves ago I had with Atalanta. Oh, I really got playing well, but this is definitely working for us. As Robbie Stockdale nods down to Sean Derry. And Sean Derry were only really starting today because Michael Rose were not fit after playing in last game. So, but there's no doubt in Sean Derry's quality. Q 40-yarder, 30-yarder, and I want to put it past Peter Crouch to just smash that home. It's not been a good day for Crystal Palace, has it? They've thought they were at home, they've tried to attack us, it's not worked for them. They're now down to 10 men due to an injury and having used all the substitutions. It's, I think Steve Coppell's their manager on this. But that was absolutely outstanding. Peter Crouch with 4 goals, including a perfect hat-trick. I will tell them how brilliant they are. We got a clean sheet as well, which is massively important. And they were just no stopping Peter Crouch today, were they? And look at that. We move 4 points clear of third place West Bromwich Albion, which, if you remember, were the team that absolutely spanked us at the end of last season. And I said to you then, they were a team that were a lot further on in the development than us. Maybe we've just caught them up a bit. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like and leave a subscribe on the channel. And for more Football Manager videos, keep an eye out. We'll see you later on. Bye-bye.